Hi, and welcome to summer school. If you are going to be teaching pre-kinder, then you will go to the pre-kinder folder, and I'm going to show you how to use it. First of all, this right here where it says Pre-K Team 2021 Planner, it has everything. So if you would like, you can click on this and print it, and you will have everything for all the weeks. Now, if you prefer to see things step by step, then I'll show you some other options. But it is a long document. If you can see on the side here, it is about 45 pages. So that's why I was saying maybe you prefer not to see it all together. But this is everything all together. And I'm going to show you how you can get to it separately if you prefer looking at things week by week. But if you want to, like I said, print it, that would be a good option. Now, on the very top, you have the Project Planner grade level pre-K, and that is the project overview. So here it tells you the project title, and we put everything that the students will need. If it's English, it's blue, and if it's Spanish, it's red. So right here, the project title is, Did You Know Firefighters Do More Than Fight Fires? And in Spanish is, ¿Sabías que los bomberos hacen más que combatir incendios? So there you have the project title, then you have your driving questions, and here you have some pre-K guidelines. The duration of this program is 5 weeks. Here's a summary of the program. We're going to learn about the tools firefighters use to help serve the community. Here, there's a lot of links. So this is, for example, a link that goes to something that's already accessible in your Drive, but it's like a shortcut. So here's academic conversation frames. And again, you can print these out, and they have things in English here, and they also have things in Spanish for you. Okay, so you can print those out. You can print them in color if you have that access to a color printer. Here, this is important to note. So the DI, the differentiated instruction, is in orange. So anything you see in orange is differentiated instruction. And this is, like I said, there's lots of links that you can click on, and it'll take you directly to that thing. So if I go to active learning, it's actually going to take you to the whole folder. And inside the folder, you have various things. Now, these are more like teacher resources. So here are essential ingredients for active learning. And it's just a guideline for teachers. So you can print this out and you can say, okay, am I giving my kids choices? Am I having manipulatives? So it's just a checklist for you to know if you're actively engaging. Now, ways to encourage, we do have this in English, and we also have this in Spanish. So you can print this out and have this visible for you just in case the students aren't really giving you the answers you want. You can prompt them by asking them questions like this. Yo veo, yo entiendo. You want to give them vocabulary. So this is great for that. Aquí está en español, here's in Spanish, and then here it's in English. So all these great links are for you to click on and have access to. Now this is, again, this is language communication visuals. These are visuals that will help your kids, especially the kids with anxiety or the kids that are always wanting to know what's next or very impatient. And again, it links you to the actual folder, which I'll show you where you can find if you don't go through the links. It's all there under the pre-kinder folder. Now these are English, but there is also the visuals and in Spanish, English and Spanish, or bilingual. So like here, for example, you can print these out and you can put them on the board with tape, or you can put a magnet strip behind them, or you can put them on Velcro. But just so the kids can see, okay, right now we're in small group, then we're going to do recall, then we're going to go to large group, and then we're going to have some work time and some outside time. So just a visual schedule for them. Okay, so now we're back to the documents. Now, all the weeks are here and they're all under the header or the footer. And all of these are bookmarked. So if you just want to look at, for example, let's say you've already done week 2 and week 1, week 2, you want to go to week 3, you just double click and it'll take you straight to week 3. And if you want to go back, they're all in the header. They're in the header of all the other pages, but they're in the footer of the first page. So if you click on, for example, oh, I want to go back to project calendar. So you double click and it should take you, if you go to the bookmark. This is a project calendar. This is a good overview also of every day, what to expect, just the main points. So for example, the first week, first 2 days are staff development. Day 3, of course, you're going to go over your norms and expectations. Day 4, you're going to go over the tools. And I'll go over this again with you as I look at the weeks. But here, this is another thing, it's an additional resources. This is great because we gave you a lot of stuff, but we also found a lot of additional things that you might want to use, maybe for small group, or maybe just as a preference, or maybe as an extension. So here, if you go to additional resources, we have additional videos. And again, the blue signifies English and the red signifies Spanish. We have, and we try to find as much English and Spanish as possible. We have, for example, Blippi. The kids love Blippi, but we didn't put it inside the actual lesson plan. But to use at your discretion if you want. You know, they are about a 20-minute video. You can chunk it in 5 minutes, or show it sparingly, or show it all throughout the 5 weeks, or at the end or at the beginning. That's up to you, but these are not necessarily in the lesson plan. They're just additional resources. So other books, other websites, other videos, and other songs. Okay, so again, if you want to go back to anything, it's all bookmarked. Like here's social emotional learning supports, and you click there and it takes you back to the folder. So this document has everything in it. Pre-K, the Pre-K Team 2021 planner. It has all the weeks. It has a project planner. It has a project calendar. But maybe, like I said, you want to print it all, or maybe you like to see things um, by individual pieces. And if that's what you like, everything's here. We divided everything by weeks. So week 1 will have all its resources in week 1. It'll have the lesson plan just for the week 1. So it'll have just like the 5 to 10 pages of week 1. So you can see that this is a much shorter document compared to the other one. So it's only 6 pages. But also in here, we have all the things that you'll need for week 1, but we also link them in the document. If you look at week 2, everything is in week 2, and so on. So all the weeks have each lesson plan in there just for that specific week. And then we also have folders. For example, the vocabulary and picture cards. This folder has vocabulary words in English and Spanish that you can use throughout the 5 weeks and at your discretion. Like you might want to print them all out in the beginning and use them because as needed. Some vocabulary words are going to be used for the whole 5 weeks. Some are going to be used for week 1 or week 2. So it's a good idea to print them out and have them. But like I said, they're in English and Spanish for you there. We also have the social emotional folder that I've shown you that's linked in your project planner. We also have a planner, calendar, and additional resources. So again, if you don't want to see it all together, we separated the project planner, the calendar, and additional resources if you just want to see it separate instead of this large document here. It's your preference. We also have the folder that we've been to in the link of the visuals. So everything has its folder and you can access it there. Active learning. So these are your folders. And like I said, they are linked throughout the plan. And that's how you use this folder, the pre-K folder. Everything is linked, but it also has everything's also has their own folder, and you can also look at it as one document or look at it separately. I hope this helped.